Hello students, in this video we will learn what were the views of Gandhiji and Tagoreji regarding Western education. It's not only the British who want to change the education pattern in India. From early 19th century, many Indian scholars also felt the need of development in the field of education. Some Indians felt that Western education would help modernize India. They urged the British to open more schools, colleges, and universities and spend more money on education. But there were few who were against Western education. We will read about Mahatma Gandhi and Rabindranath Tagore in this video. Views of Mahatma Gandhiji. Mahatma Gandhi felt that colonial education created a sense of inferiority in the minds of Indians. It made them see Western civilization as superior and destroyed the pride they had in their own culture. Indians educated in these institutions welcomed everything that came from West and started admiring British rule. Mahatma Gandhi was keen on an education that could help Indians rediscover their sense of dignity and self-respect. Gandhiji motivated the students to leave educational institutions established by British to show them that they didn't want to be enslaved. Mahatma Gandhi wanted one's mother tongue to be the medium of teaching. Gandhiji felt that English education made Indians stranger in their own lands. He felt that Western education was more textual than practical. Education, according to Gandhiji, was not knowing how to read and write. It was for developing one's mind and soul. Gandhiji felt that children had to learn to work with their hands, know how different things operated, and also learn some crafts. This would develop their mind and capacity to understand. As nationalist movement gathered momentum, many leaders started thinking about Gandhiji's view on education. They realized the need for a system of national education which would be totally different from that set up by British. Views of Guru Rabindranath Tagore. As a child, Tagore hated going to school. He found it suffocating and oppressive. The school appeared like a prison. He could never do what he felt like doing. While other children listened to the teacher, Tagore's mind would wander away. The experience of his school days in Calcutta shaped Tagore's idea of education. This dream of Rabindranath Tagore's materialized in Shantiniketan, a unique system where there are classrooms under the skies. The institution was initially an ashram set up by Maharishi Devendranath Tagore, Rabindranath Tagore's father, in 1863. Tagore's idea was that of learning in a natural environment, in the open, under the trees, wood close to nature. In 1901, he established Shantiniketan at Calcutta. After Tagore received the Nobel Prize in 1913 for literature for his book Gitanjali, the school was expanded into a university named as Vishwabharati. Vishwabharati University, Tagore's idea of education. Tagore felt that childhood ought to be a time of self-learning. Today, Vishwabharati is one of the renowned universities which attracts thousands of students each year. Shantiniketan is also a tourist attraction because Rabindranath wrote many of his literary classics here. Tagore felt that creative learning could be encouraged only within a natural environment. Living in harmony with nature, children could cultivate their natural creativity. The natural desire of the child to be creative should be encouraged. What were the differences in views of Gandhiji and Tagore? Tagore and Mahatma Gandhi had the same concept of education. The only difference was Gandhiji was highly critical of Western civilization and its worship of machines and technology. Tagore wanted to combine elements of modern Western civilization with what he saw as the best within Indian tradition. He emphasized the need to teach science and technology at Shantiniketan along with art, music, and dance. As the British brought drastic changes to the Indian system of education, many Indian scholars started thinking the way a national education system should be fashioned. Some wanted changes within the system set up by the British. Others wanted an alternative system to be created so that people were educated in a culture that was truly national. The debate on national education continued even after independence. This was all about chapter. Thank you.